Ladies and gentlemen, this is what two sides have agreed upon. That energy situation in Thailand is very bad, and economy is very bad as well. How is it bad? Economy, Thailand is in debt. Hundreds, millions of baht is Thailand in debt. And energy is required in Thailand to power our country. Industry, economics, education, every single sector needs energy. But one thing, ladies and gentlemen, that the outside has been ignorant is that Thailand has to spend $700 million per year to import energy from outside Thailand to use it locally. And that is not even enough. We have to produce our own energy at our own cost, and we have to spend this almost a billion US dollar per year just to serve our people, and the energy cost in Thailand is still so high that causes the poor people to buy more money, to buy more energy with that money, and that is how poor people are linked to this crisis of not pursuing nuclear energy. The second thing that they seem to be so ignorant is that fossil fuels are not sufficient, because the longest estimation of when will fossil fuel, more importantly the coal and petroleum, will be depleted from this entire world is no more than 100 years. And if we do not pursue some alternative energies today, then we will not have enough energy to prepare for the loss of fossil fuels. But I will elaborate more on why should it be nuclear energy and why lifter in my argument. But ladies and gentlemen, let me move on to the quite small rebuttal on self-sufficiency economy. We see that that is not the point. The point is we need energy, and we need it to industrialize our country, to develop our country. And that is not going to be talking about self-sufficient economy, be content with what we have today, because we are not content, it is not possible. We have to find energy sources. And they were talking about windmills, solar cells, and they were talking about dams, and I will elaborate, I will compare all of these things with the lifter, and why is it lifter is way, way better than all of these three things even combined. Let me give you some more things about lifter. Lifter is liquid fluoride thorium reaction. It means that we will use liquid fluorine to cool down the thorium reaction. The half-life of thorium is 27.5 days, to clarify the PM, which means that the radiation will go down very, very quickly, and that has minimal impact on the environment. More importantly, thorium gives more energy per unit of uranium, so it is more efficient and is more cost-effective, yes.
So you're admitting that the radiation is still there, and could you please give me the days that it's still going to be there? How many years?
27.5 days, that's it.
Yeah.
27.5 days, and the radiation are gone. However, uranium costs about 4.5 billion years to go away, so uranium is not our way anyway. But let's look at why lifter is a lot safer than uranium. Because we don't use water. Water is hydrogen and oxygen. Oxygen is the very source of fire, and hydrogen is the very source of explosion. Without the use of water, this lifter has absolutely no chance of exploding. This is proven already scientifically and experimentally, ladies and gentlemen. The second thing is that it is more cost-effective than any alternative energy. According to the France analysis of how much nuclear energy would cost against all other alternative energy, fossil fuels cost about 7 cents per kilowatt hours. Nuclear energy costs about 48 cents per kilowatt hours, but dams cost about 62 cents per kilowatt hours, and even more expensive is the windmills and solar system that cost almost $1 per kilowatt hour. So you can see that it is almost half the price for nuclear energy and other alternative energy. And even if you're not going to look into economic level, but you're going to look at the sustainability, I can say with so much certainty that the solar cells, we can produce only about 17 or 18% efficiency of the energy that the sun is giving out to us. And will this efficiency ratio be improved? Probably so, but not so much. Obama has already given a project of $10 billion to power an entire air force, and that $10 billion can stand for only 10 years. That is not okay with nuclear energy. Because with nuclear energy, it can stay for almost 40 years and spend less than $10 billion, ladies and gentlemen. Let us look at how other alternative energy is worse than nuclear energy, as I have said earlier. Let's go with one by one. Nuclear energy, zero carbon dioxide emission. Although maybe some radiation, but because of the half-life of only 27.5 days, we don't have to worry that much about how are we going to store it, because almost a month, and that's gone. Radiation is gone with more energy, ladies and gentlemen. But with solar cells, as I said earlier, it is not effective, only 17 or 18%, and it is more complicated to do, more expensive to do. When we talk about dams, who said that dams do not pollute? Dams pollute a lot. We are talking about CO2 emission. Dams don't create CO2. But dams create something worse than CO2. Methane, CH4. CH4 is more GHG or greenhouse gases, effectively more dangerous than CO2 at least 10 times, and stay up there on our Earth at least 1,000 times longer. So this says that producing dams, we don't produce CO2, we produce something more dangerous than CO2, and it stays up there longer. And dams also cause 3 additional effects. First, earthquake. How? Because dams are very, very large. They have to build it in a mountain range and can have a lot of weight into that specific area of the Earth and can cause a lot of pressure into that Earth and respectively causing a possibility for a good earthquake. Second thing is that it can cause a major flood. The Khonkaen Prabhong Chon Dam in Khonkaen, if ever it is going to break up, the water is going to come out, the entire Bangkok will be flooded 2 meters high within 3 hours that the dam is broken. So dam is definitely not safe. The third thing is that the dams can produce and actually do affect environmental in that area because of methane first, and the second because we have to construct inside the mountain range. So the mountain, in that entire area that was formerly agriculture area or forestry area will be gone and all we collect dams and water. Therefore, carbon dioxide, although not emitted, methane is emitted, and the forest is lost and animal loses habitat. The third thing that we were talking about is windmills. Windmills is not effective. Windmills, although it's cheap, it can only power some small amount of land. It takes almost the entire country of Thailand to produce just enough energy to power Bangkok. Therefore, you can see right now that all of other alternative energy is not sufficient, and we definitely have to pursue nuclear energy, more specifically lifter. Why? Because one, it's safer, second, it's cheaper, and third, it is proven scientifically, experimentally, economically. Thank you.